Alright, so this is long overdue. I actually have I should have the audio files somewhere, but I'm not gonna bother looking for it because I have a shit ton of audio files saved up right now, and I name them all random shit, so it's gone. So I'm just gonna remake this, and it's only been a little over a month. It's not too bad. I really thought I actually uploaded this, but apparently I didn't, so my bad. Obviously the title should give it away, if I'm being cryptic here. The title should give it away as to what this is, but if not, this is the answer portion of my old Q&A video. I'm actually looking at the video now. It's from March 29th, so it's not too old. But I'm also going to be answering questions from my very old 350 question and answer special video. So, make this a little bit of a longer video. I'm going to try and keep this down to under 15 minutes. Shouldn't be too hard. So let's get on with this. I'm not even going to bother answering the stupid questions that I got. Got a couple of them. But anyway, you do games from both the PC and 360, but what do you prefer using? Do you prefer a joypad or a keyboard and mouse? Well, this is kind of a tricky one. Obviously, I played game systems long before I played the PC. You know, the N64, the NES before that probably, Dreamcast. But I prefer the keyboard and mouse. Well, except with the exception of Halo. I've played Halo 1 and 2 online, and well, you know, on the PC, obviously. I definitely prefer, like, don't get me wrong, if Halo Reach came out on the PC to the point where, like, you had a lot of people playing online, like you do still now on 360, I'd probably play it on the PC to try it out, but I think I'd prefer it on the 360. But for most games, actually for just about every game, with the of course with the exception of Halo now, I prefer the keyboard and mouse just because it feels better. Not to mention it's on the PC. I mean, the PC's awesome. Fallout 3, have you played it? If yes, did you enjoy it? And am I looking forward to New Vegas? Obviously, this is kind of an old question. Fallout 3, I enjoyed the gameplay because it was new to me. You know, the whole VAT system. But the storyline sucked. It sucked completely. And I wasn't really looking forward to New Vegas because I didn't really care for Fallout 3 all that much. It was a fun game, but, you know, meh. But New Vegas is pretty damn fun. Let's see, what do I do for work? As of right now, I'm looking for work. Do I live alone? No. Did you go, or are you going to college? No. I was actually posed the question of, am I going to get work, or am I going to go to college first? And I kind of decided to go with work. I probably should have gone to college first, but it was, you know, when I was given the decision right after high school. And I'm sorry, but the people that decide to go to college after high school are usually the people that did amazing in high school. You know, the people the people that got like 4.0 GPAs and whatnot. And I actually heard the kid that topped our class with the 4.0 GPA, he actually flunked out of college. Anyway, when was your last haircut? This was a kind of an old question because I had a fro. Actually, I have a bigger fro now. But for those interested in my hair for whatever strange-ass reason, I get my hair cut once every couple of months usually. Once it gets to the point where it gets crazy after sleeping for a couple of hours, if it just goes all crazy even after a shower, that's usually when I get a haircut. But it's on and off. And that ends it for that video. What is your favorite game of all time? I don't know. The game that I've probably put the most hours into is probably a fight between Halo and Team Fortress 2. The problem though is that in this day and age, especially with Steam, I'm able to track the time that I got in TF2, which is a little over 2,000 hours now. Maybe close to 3,000, I'm not sure. But like my brother thinks that I've played Halo a lot longer than TF2, and it's kind of hard to tell because Halo's got, you know, Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, Reach. So it's kind of hard to tell, especially since it doesn't have the system of telling me how many hours I played. So it's a little bit unreliable. And then of course we got, you know, awesome games like Conquer Bad Fur Day, Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing. We got all these old games that I played a shit ton of, but my favorite game is a really, really tough call. I probably wouldn't be able to answer that in a video under 15 minutes. My most played game, TF2 probably, or Halo. What do you think is best, Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 2? Story-wise, I don't know. I'd say with how, if they had done Dragon Age 2 the right way, Dragon Age 2 would definitely win. Dragon Age 2 wins when it comes to combat, when it comes to dialogue, but Dragon Age Origins wins with length, I guess. That's the best way I can put it. They're both great games. I played Dragon Age Origins a lot longer than I have Dragon Age 2 because Dragon Age Origins can end with multiple endings. Dragon Age 2 can't, which is very disappointing. I'm not sure if they changed that yet, though. I haven't updated myself on Dragon Age at all. And I'm trying to figure out where I was going in my game right now, but anyway. So they both have their merits, but I have to say, I'm gonna go with Dragon Age 2. Even though Dragon Age Origins currently has more replay value, but Dragon Age 2, like, I can't go back to Origins anymore because of the combat in Dragon Age 2. Will you ever do a Let's Play of an MMORPG? I guess you can't really call it a Let's Play. I've got videos of MapleStory up, and of a couple other MMORPGs. I can't really call them a Let's Play, even though I have Let's Play in the title. Granted, I kind of consider Let's Play as me playing through a game with commentary, but you can't really play through an MMORPG because they don't really end, most of them anyway. Some might, but MMORPGs tend to never end. They tend to have something to keep you going. They never have an actual ending that I know of. But as for playing an MMORPG with commentary, I can easily do that. I have done that. So yeah. First name, I'd rather not give it. Favorite brand of toothpaste, pointless. I don't have a favorite brand. Longest you've gone without sleep, a little over 40 hours or so. I don't remember what I was doing, but it was a little over 40 hours probably. Worst injury? I remember when I answered this question the first time. I'm not even sure if they have a phobia for this, but I'm scared of anything that could cause me injury at all. Like, hell, I've been stung by bees multiple times, but the last time I was stung by a bee was 10 plus years ago. I don't like pain at all. Hell, to be honest, I have very sensitive skin. I'm very ticklish, and so I'm not a huge fan of pain. So I've avoided anything and everything that can cause me pain at all. So my worst injury, probably my shoulder. I've had physical therapy for it before. I'm not gonna answer why. Like, I didn't break it or anything. It just had a weird popping noise, and it hurt every now and then, but that's probably the worst injury I've had. I've never broken a bone or anything like that. Coke or Pepsi? Fuck. They're both terrible. I'm gonna go with Pepsi. And any TV shows that you're currently following? Currently following, well, let's see, Monday, House. Tuesday, I don't think there's anything. Thursday is Vampire Diaries and Big Bang Theory. Friday is Supernatural and occasionally Smallville. But Smallville tends to have a summary for each of its videos, and the last few videos, last few shows or episodes have been pretty boring looking. I'm very disappointed with what they did with Darkseid. You know, I see Darkseid as like an actual physical being who's just, you know, evil and whatnot. But the show portrays him as a guy who gets inside people and brings their evilness out. I'm like, that just sounds fucking ridiculous. Maybe that is what Darkseid does, but, you know, from what I've seen from, like, cartoons and whatnot on YouTube, he's just somebody that Superman fights constantly, and he's, you know, evil beyond belief. And then then Smallville's like, oh, he just brings out the dark side of people. That's how he gets his name. I mean, that's fucking retarded. But I watched those 5 or so shows. I just got through all 4 seasons again of Burn Notice because it's coming back soon, I think. And so I gotta get myself ready for it. I used to watch Psych, but I forgot about it. I'll probably start watching it again. I just gotta remember where the fuck I was at last. But I think that's about it, though. I mean, I watch a nice amount of shows, like, you know, each week, every week's got, you know, a new episode, usually. But, yeah, I follow a nice amount of shows. So, there you guys go, Q&A. Granted, if you have any more questions, post them in the comments. I'll be happy to either answer them. I don't want to do a monthly video for this because I wouldn't get enough questions for that, but I can easily answer any questions in the comments, so feel free to ask those, and take care.